me thank you. 5 minutes. If you don't leave, I'm gonna get you guys kicked out. Thank you.
This says nothing about supporting
5
political identity.
minutes.
That says
5
nothing about
minutes.
politics.
Get out.
You have no
5
right to do
minutes.
any of this.
Yeah, I actually do.
On what
I'm
grounds?
protecting my customers.
From what?
We're your customers. We bought something.
Yeah.
I don't want people like you supporting this club.
Well, then you should include
No
that.
one
Then I want a
here
refund on
wants
my
people
coffee.
like
Yeah,
you
then I
supporting
want a
our
coffee.
club.
Then I want a
I'm
refund.
giving
Then I
you
want a
5
refund.
minutes.
Yeah. Then give us all refunds and we'll leave.
Well, you drank it.
Well, if
You
you're
have the coffee.
I haven't actually touched
Do
it.
not try to outsmart me. I'm giving you 4 minutes now. Please leave. 4 minutes.
I didn't talk about my coffee yet. I'd like a refund.
4 minutes.
I have the right to take a picture of this document.
Okay,
And-
4 minutes.
Now,
Please
let's
pack
see.
your stuff up and go. Thank you very much. Very soon it will be 3 minutes. Wow.
You're trying to be
Please.
threatening. Why are you being threatening?
Because you are threatening the integrity of our club.
How?
This is a community standard. You are wearing hats that completely violate our safer space policy.
How?
I'm
Does
telling
this
you
hat
to
have a
take it
racial
off
slur
or you
on it?
have to go.
Does
Yes, it does.
What is the acronym?
3 minutes. 3
What does the acronym
minutes.
stand for?
Fascism, Nazis. Okay, what do you want? 3 minutes.
I do not see fascism, Nazis on this hat. I see
3
America.
minutes. 3 minutes.
Excuse me? Can I ask you a question? Are you Asian? Okay, I just want you to know that what you're doing is kind of offensive.
No, this was for a stream.
It's for a stream?
It was like I had a special stream. Being
About
Japanese
Asian culture?
stream.
Okay, yeah, absolutely though. As a half Japanese person, I just want to tell
Oh,
you
you
that
are.
it's a little
That's so
offensive.
awesome.
Having
That's
half
awesome.
of your face look like,
What usually they say about it?
about what?
About like why?
I guess I just want to, I guess to me, it's like I would never do a blackface. And so,
Oh yeah, definitely.
yeah, so I'm just like, sitting there and just kind of getting a little offended and thinking,
No, people need to be less sensitive
Be
about
less
stuff. Like,
sensitive?
you know, like
Okay.
I'm working and stuff. And
right,
so it
okay. So blackface isn't offensive.
Huh?
So blackface isn't offensive because I think it's incredibly offensive.
Listen, what I'm saying is, if I'm like I do like a live stream show.
Right,
and
as
they
do I.
have
I'm also
different,
doing, yeah.
they have different topics, right?
Right,
So
absolutely.
today's topic was Japanese culture.
Okay.
So I was talking
So if
about.
I was presenting like an African American culture and you would have like,
It all depends on people's perspective.
okay, okay. Well, I just wanted to tell you that.
Okay, cool. She was gonna have a heart attack. She was gonna have a heart attack. And to me, you know, because I'm half Asian, to me, it's offensive. It's offensive. It's offensive. And it's like, listen, people need to chill. That's what they need to do. They need to chill. Okay? This is makeup I have on. And I loved my makeup, what I did. And trust me, of all the people in the world, I'm one of the only people that will never try to offend someone. Okay? So, people are just so sensitive for no apparent reason. So.
Well, things are moving so fast in America's cultural revolution, the one underway now, you may have lost track of some of the new gender rules. Maybe you don't want to know what they are. Some of them don't seem to make much sense, much less comport with the high school biology you once learned. Remember that? Tough luck. You've got to learn them anyway. People are getting fired or getting drummed out of polite society for saying the wrong thing, even accidentally. So pay attention. Excuse me, a few years ago, the goal for transgender rights was acceptance. It sounds pretty reasonable. Most people thought so. Then it was legal enforcement of transgendered identity, with punishment for anyone who doesn't use the right pronouns or eagerly share bathrooms. That happened. Now we're advancing toward mandatory transgender dating. For real. A transgender activist called Zinnia Jones recently lit into straight men because so few of them seem to want to date other biological men who are transgendered. Jones tweeted this: "I don't see a problem with telling straight guys who are exclusionary of trans women partners that they should try to work through that." Jones added this: "These angly declarations that they have some absolute right not to be with trans women are just misplaced and inappropriate. Some absolute right to date who you want. You thought you had such a right. Silly you. Your personal romantic preferences are no longer your own. They're now an extension of your political preferences. and they are therefore public property. So if you're a biological man who prefers biological women, you are a bigot. Now laugh if you want, but like virtually everything that seems too absurd or too ugly or totalitarian to be real, it'll almost inevitably become a mainstream cause for the left at some point. And then what? Why wouldn't dating websites, for example, compel men to date one biological male for every 5 biological females? Why wouldn't Facebook and Twitter ban users for the hate think of preferring the opposite sex? Good question. If nobody stands up to complain, they probably will. That's about it for us tonight. Tune in every night at 8 to the show that is the sworn enemy of lying, pomposity, smugness, and groupthink. Don't forget to DVR it if you haven't already. And stay tuned for the 5 from New York City. That's next. Have a great night.
Where the fuck are the rest of you? Where the fuck are the rest of you? Where the fuck are the rest of you to defend against this? This is 20 people. This is 20 people standing against what is coming. Where the fuck are you? Where the fuck are you? When fascism came back, 40 people stood against hundreds. Where are you?
Hey everyone, okay, so I'm here back to my roots of starting on YouTube at a women's march once again. Yes, they are still going on despite rape still not being legal in the West. And this time I'm going to be asking a bit of a different question. Instead of asking about rape culture, instead of asking about feminist values, I'm going to be asking the most difficult would you rather question out there. Would you rather have women's rights or Islam? Let's see how they react.
Why are you at this rally ask that question? Provoking like an argument, which there's no point. Why can't we just plan together about feminism instead of you coming along here and starting a religious debate?
Because some people believe you should be stoned for the crime of being raped, and if you are protesting rape, you should be protesting the people that want to hurt you for being raped as well.
Why are you just letting this go past? Why are you doing this?
Women's rights or Islam?
Both.
Both? You can only pick one. It's a would you rather.
I don't see what the difference is between the two.
There's no difference between Islam and feminism?
I just don't think that's the kind of question that you can ask people.
A lot of people would consider Sharia law antithetical or not compatible with feminism.
I just don't think in today's world you can ask people if they would rather women's rights or Islam.
Why not?
Well, I just don't think it's a very PC question to ask people.
Muslim woman.
Hi, pleasure to meet you.
Muslim woman.
All
yeah,
right.
and I'm here tonight because this is important
What's your name?
to us. Aratha.
Nice to meet you, Erica.
Nice to meet you.
All right, we are asking a question to everyone here. Would you rather have women's rights or Islam?
That's not a choice. We can have both because actually, if you look at the history and the facts, 1400 years ago, women in Islam were granted rights that women in the West did not have.
What about your Prophet Muhammad, who had an underage wife who he beat?
I don't believe that's true.
That is true. That is a fact.
As a Muslim practicing woman, I'm telling you that's not a fact.
I mean, we will put up the facts on the screen here for people and they can read it themselves, but that did happen. So I think you need to look into your religion a little more.
Please do not tell me what I, as a young Muslim woman of color, need to do about my faith.
I don't care what I don't care what color you are. I don't care what gender you are. We're talking facts right now.
So would you be asking this to a white Muslim woman as well?
Why, absolutely. Be careful with my questions.
She was complaining about questions. I don't know.
So if you're not going to support the march, then I don't think it's very fair that you're here. We're doing interviews. Yeah, you're asking me stupid questions. You're asking. How do you know? How do you know that my camera woman is not off? Literally, we will show you. Off. No, it's a women's march. There's no men on the march.
What if he supports the march? Is that a problem?
No on the march. No, you're supposed to be doing a job. No men on the march. No men on the march. No men on the march. Get him out! 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 Y'all are crazy! Y'all are crazy!